Italian job. Video number two, working with Boy Lee. Behind the camera, we've got Pavia, got Mrs. in bed. Jay couldn't make it because he's like 2 to 3 weeks out, but you know what, we're going to dial it in. We've got, we're now around 36 hours from stage. Lee flew in last night. We had the athletes meeting last night with the Yamamoto crew and they announced the lineup. I'm just going to read the lineup for you guys now. Absolutely stacked, crazy. So if you thought the Alicante show were good, this one's a banger. So you've got Tim Budisman, you've got Roberto Bonamia, Samson Doda, Nathan Diasha, Kevin, don't know his German. I've got Boyan Ivanov, you know who he is, big arms. Theo, you've got Aldo, Masolo, Presti, you've got Fabio, I don't know him, 3 Italian boys anyway. You've got Milan Sadek, you've got Robert Taylor, aka T Manson, Barnsley Pitbull, and then you've got Rolly Winkler, and I believe that Patrick Moore may be coming, but I don't know. So, guys, I said it before, the Italian show, it were either going to go 2 ways. People were going to think, I've had enough after Olympia, I'm going to shut it down, or I'm just in shape, so I'm going to fly over. So I went to the athletes meeting, and obviously seen some big boys there, big names. How do I feel about this? Well, you know what? If you want to be the best, you got to compete against the best. It's as simple as that, you know. There's no point in picking easy shows. There's no point in not testing yourself. Yeah, it's my rookie season, but you know, I want to make an impact, and I want to make that on the biggest possible stage. And you know, I've picked arguably the 2 most hardest qualifiers of the year. So Alicante show, you know what happened there, guys. You know, I brought some crazy condition. I'm really happy with the package considering my pro debut. But I got sick on the day, as you can see on my video, real sick. My body just went into overdrive, kept losing weight. This show is going to be a different beast. You know, we've had 8 weeks to improve, 8 weeks to work hard. You know, I weighed 220 pounds at Alicante, real light obviously with the illness. I'm going to weigh around 233, 234 pounds on stage this time, so it's a stone heavier. You know, 14 pounds, a lot of weight, in very similar condition, if not better. So, but like I said, guys, I'll take you on the journey. We've just got up this morning, sent pictures over to Jay, dropped 2 pounds last night, which is good. Like I said, we're around 36 hours out from stage. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to take my morning supplements, I'm going to make my breakfast, get a black coffee, and I'll see you guys at meal number 1. Meal number 1, I'm going to do 100 gram carb from baby rice, which is around 115 grams from this afternoon. I've fetched all my carbs from back home, which are down there, because anybody who knows me knows I like keep it consistent. And then I'm going to do 25 gram carb from rice cake, and then I'm going to do the usual egg whites, whole eggs and raspberries. So 115 going in here. The idea when you're carbing up, or when you're putting a bit of carb in, is volume control, making sure your stomach is nice and tight. So even though I'm getting a good amount of carbs, 100 gram, I'm going to make it nice and thick, so I'll keep my stomach nice and tight. When I'm obviously on prep and my carbs are not so high, I volumise up all my meals, so I want to feel full all the time. But now it's about the bigger goal, which is stage, and looking as tight as I can on stage. My game is condition. I'm a nice small waist, so I'll do this by carbing up and devolumising my meals. When we're carbing up, a good trick here, guys, is to drop your protein down a little bit. Obviously, the idea when you're carbing up is to uptake the carbohydrates to restore glycogen in the muscle, not to obviously when you're doing bodybuilding and you're running a normal diet. Obviously, protein plays a massive key to build muscle. You ain't going to build muscle, you know, 36 hours out from stage. So you want to restore glycogen in the muscle, get the full look, get the muscle pushing against the skin to create that illusion on stage that you're bursting. So I'm going to eat this now, enjoy my coffee, and we'll jump on a FaceTime with my brother. He's in New Zealand. I've not spotted him in a while, so I'm going to jump on that now. Yes, big boy. What you saying? Meet the family New Zealand style.
I just woke up.
Becca's just been on a walk. Abby just woke up.
Oh, well, it's different times there, Rob. Don't be like that.
No, what I mean is it look like we've all been rambling, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
So basically, obviously, me and Jay are working back and forwards. As always, everybody knows that, you know, we make decisions together. It's not just like a one thing he says I do. We make a decision based on my knowledge and Jay's knowledge. Jay's a very knowledgeable guy, but so am I, you know. So I sent Jay photos, and basically he said,
yeah, well, main thing here is the fullness has come back, bro, and that's what's most important. Look at the fucking pop in your upper. Mate, you just had fucking one meal, done a bit of posing, and you pop already, so it means that we're real responsive to food and we're in a lot of control. But this is a fucking good look.
So basically, and I have responded by saying to Jay, yes mate, I agree, but I want my glutes a lot more crispy. But I know in 24 hours they'll be shrink wrapped. And then I don't know where he's put back, but he's put this.
Yeah, well that's it. So if you think about it, probably going to do something similar with the mud tonight. I remember the watering takes half today, so that any bit of extra water is just going to be gone by the morning. Main thing is to keep this fucking fullness and just shrink wrap it and just pull the water. Because the diuretic's still going to pull on you for the next few hours anyway, and then boom, my diuretic, take that last little bit of water off, and the skin should be, it's like your skin was transparent today, so tomorrow it should just be stuck to you. So
basically what Jay's saying there is, we used half a mod diuretic last night, and we'll be using half a mod again tonight. But the only difference between yesterday and today is we're reducing the water by 50%. So yesterday was about 7 to 8 litres. Today I'm doing 3.5 litres, including what's in my rice. So the difference will be obviously a lot of sub water that I'm holding, which is not a lot, but for me, I'm known for very crispy glutes, crispy hamstrings, you know, and that's what I want. I'll never sacrifice condition for fullness. So what we're saying there is the water intake's reduced today, but we're still doing the same protocol with the diuretic. Like I said, nothing's ever excessive, nothing's ever not what I'm comfortable doing. You know, like half a mod is minor, you know, so we'll do that with the last meal. But like we're saying, me and Jay, we're working back and forwards, meal to meal. Any coach who gives you like a carb up protocol into a show needs sacking, because, you know, this is done hour to hour, especially with my clients and with Jay's clients. You know, this is why we've got a very good name in the industry, because me and Jay were obviously very close with each other and with his own clients, especially peak week. I mean, like, my body can change hour to hour. I've had one meal and I've changed. So if anybody gives you a peak week protocol for carving up, you know, they need sacking off, because like I said, the body can change literally within hours and minutes. So I'm gonna get my pre-workout meal in. I'm actually gonna body shave and tan when I get back from the gym, Abby. I'll be honest. No, I don't wanna. I just wanna be relaxed and not rush, and keep cortisol down and stress levels down. And I believe, obviously, if things are rushed, you know, I can stress out easy. Just wanna easy ride it into the show. So I'm gonna make my pre-workout meal now, which is made, which already I've got down. Got wrote down. It's actually, I'll tell you where it is. I decided I'm going to do 100 gram of carb from baby rice or rice cakes, 190 gram of chicken, 25 carb from rice cake, and a banana. I'm going to nail that. With that meal, I'll take some GDAs, glucose disposal agents, just to help push the carbs to the muscle, and make sure my body utilising the carbs, and then I'm going to hit to the gym. So next time you see me, guys, we're meal number 2. pre-workout meal going in. Watching a bit of Chris Bumstead on the Olympia stage. Like I said, today's only a pump workout. So just really driving the carbs into the muscle and taking a look at how I look with a few carb meals in me. Give me a bit of a preconception how I'm going to look on stage. So 150 gram of chicken breast, 115 gram of baby rice, which is 100 gram of carb, 1 banana, which is around 20 gram of carb, a little bit of sugar, and then I've got 30 gram of rice cake, which is 25 gram of carb. I'm going to have this and train in around 90 minutes time when my stomach's nice and digested. Time went for no man. 36 hours out, let's fucking go. So we just landed at a big gym in Rome. Last workout, it's going to be a pump workout, nothing crazy today, just pushing some carbs into the muscle, see how we look. Going to start with 2 back exercises, 2 chest and a bit of arms, let's go. After every exercise, really squeeze the muscle group. So especially when I'm trying to drive the carbs into the muscle, you know, I do 15 reps in here and maybe 15-20 second holds. I'll drop a most muscular, really flex my chest and really drive the muscle in. Right, training's done, that's posing done, took some pictures, sent them over to Jay. We've decided that we're going to do 100 gram of carb from rice, and we're going to do around 40 gram of carb from rice cake. Included in this is 150 gram of chicken, yeah, and then we're going to do 4 grinds of salt. This is post-workout meal, we're going meal to meal. So I'll eat this, go home, pose again, send pictures over, and we'll decide on the next meal. We're chilling in the coffee shop with a gang. Got a wifey, got Pav, Lee behind the lens. It's coffee time, chill time, food time, good time with good people. About a week out from this show, I nearly jacked in, I nearly pulled out. Again to a point where I walked to the gym on Saturday morning, a week before the show. I couldn't even hit a front double bicep. My shoulder were in that bad a way. You know, people say box clever, train smart and this and over, that's okay, but you know, you got a mindset like mine, you just want to be the very best. You know exactly what it takes, and obviously having stage 4 arthritis in the shoulder is not ideal, and every day I go in the gym I'm trying to work around it, but I'm busting my balls and it's going to irritate it, as daft as it sounds, you know what I mean? So Prepping UK has been good. You know, I believe I brought a better package than Alicante. Well, we'll see tomorrow if I brought a better package. I've proved that it can be done, even with everything I've got going off around me. You know, my son got sick a couple of weeks out from the show dinner.
Yeah.
Scared us, but you know, we handled it, and that's the main thing. You know, life will throw obstacles in your way, but it's how you handle them that defies a man. It's as simple as that. So moving forward, we'll get the show out of the way, and then we're going to assess what the next move is. Final meal of the night before the big game day. So we've got some more rounds of posing. That's about 15 rounds today, innit me?
Took long.
Please,
I'm
you know.
even tired watching you.
Thing is, and we're still getting drier, I believe. Still getting drier. So I believe you should monitor physique hour to hour. I mean, like, if you want to peak right, you've got to closely monitor it. So I'm going to eat now 100 gram of carb rice, jasmine rice. I'm going to eat 230 salmon, and I'm going to eat 100 gram of banana. And this last meal, I'm going to do half a mod, which is a mild diuretic. Like I said, water's been restricted now. No water with this meal, just what's in the rice. The 3.5 litres are up. So I'm going to enjoy this, guys, and I'll catch you before I go to bed. So today we'll take you through the life, one day out from potentially the biggest show of my life. You know, like I said earlier, Yamamoto Cup, it's no joke. You got a lot of Olympians there. I believe it's probably even a tougher lineup than Alicante, and I believe that I've hit the two biggest qualifiers of the year by a long way. By a long way. There's some big guys there. You know, but that's it, man. You know, if you want, like I said earlier, if you want to be the best, you gotta play with the best. Today's been a good day. The main thing is I get to spend with the people I love, my friends and my family. You know, it's a shame my kids can't be here, but you know, the cause of them, I'm too much stress.
Just can't handle them being here. It's like I need to deal with you and
Yeah.
two other kids.
The thing is, I don't depend on Abby as in, like, you know, I know I could do this if she want here, but you know. But like, you know, from more a mental stand and just keeps my head straight and just she's there for me no matter what. And I think if obviously the kids were here, she'd be distracted with them, and you know, it would stress me out on simple factors. You know, I need babysitting as well. I don't need like my meals making and whatever else, but just to keep my head in a level playing field, that's the main thing. Bodybuilding never been a physical or you know, like a nutritional base to me. You know, I can eat the diet all day, I can do the training all day, but it's keeping that straight. I need a therapist, simple as that, don't I?
And that is me.
And she's a therapist.
That is me.
Pav's my therapist.
We all try and look in.
Lee has now become the therapist.
Are you the therapist as well?
Yeah. So for me, it's just keeping that sweet. But we're on track, man. You know, like I said before, we've had a couple of wobbles while being here, and it's just same old shit. You come to an apartment, no matter what country you're in, and the lighting's dead. This place is like a fucking hospital ward. And it just washes your physique out, simple as that. And any bodybuilders out there knows, dead lighting, dead mindset, simple as that. We've been in 2 gyms, man like Giuseppe, he gave us keys to a posing room, and that was fucking dead, wasn't it?
Yeah. That would
But
be like too.
anyway, as long as we know that we're on track and we can see things happening, that's the main thing. Today's been a good day, guys. I appreciate these guys' support, appreciate Lee coming out, appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. 5 a.m. Show day morning. Body weight was 231.6, I believe, so I think I'll be on stage around 234, which is a madness. That'll be 14 pound heavier in Alicante, you know, crazy, man. So happy with the look, but I still think I've got some drying out to today, a little bit more. So I'm gonna, I've just done some posing rounds now, like 5-6 rounds of posing, been posing for around 35-40 minutes, not had a drink yet, not had a coffee yet. The wife's still asleep on the sofa. She's dead to the world. I'm gonna send these pictures to Jay and I'll see you guys for breakfast. Right, so just spoke to Jay now. It's now 6:26 a.m. So like I said, send pictures over, working back and forwards. So we've decided that I can get a little bit fuller and a little bit drier. So I noticed yesterday in the day, once I had a couple of meals, 2 to 3 meals, and restricted my water a little bit, I did start to get drier. So obviously the main benefit today is I'm on around maybe 7-8 o'clock tonight, so I believe that we can get drier throughout the day. Like I say, my skin's getting thin, real thin, but there's definitely more to come. Like I said, we're going to be around 14 pound up from stage weight in Alicante, but I want to bring that same nasty condition that I'm known for. So meal number 1, we're going to do 150 salmon. Like I said, protein's restricted, pulled it back a little bit, that shows you 230. Going to do a banana, and I'm going to do 100 gram of carb from jasmine rice. But what I'm going to do is only use 250 water in my jasmine rice, so I'm restricting water today, like black coffee with each meal. So each meal will contain around 2 to 250 mil of water only. So if I'm on 5 meals today, you're going to be less than a litre, well around a litre today, which is nothing. You know, where I'm used to 8 litres a day, yesterday was 3.5 to 4 litres, today's going to be like a litre before stage, so my mouth is going to be pure dry. But we're nearly there, man, we're nearly there. So Pav's been up and took my photos, now he's back in fucking bed, snoring like a bastard wildebeest. I'm going to measure my water out on the scales. 250 mil. Which is literally nothing. That's 250 there. So literally, that's all she wrote. And that'll be meal number 1. So like I said, 100 gram of carb from jasmine rice. Use a banana and 150 salmon. With this meal, I'll take some digestive enzymes. I'll take my GDAs. Obviously, help break these carbs down, getting that in the right places. What also I'll do is 2 hours after each meal, I'm going to post, send pictures to Jay, we'll work out meal to meal. Like I said, we've got about 12 hours to stage now. I believe we can get a lot drier and a lot fuller. So next time you see me, we'll be at meal number 1.
If we go back 8 weeks ago, as you guys know, Rob got ill for a show, so he wasn't able to present a full package. And I think he would have been on stage about 226 pounds then. But this time, I think on stage is going to be around 236 pounds, which is 16 pounds heavier than it was on stage in Alicante, which is, if you think about it, in 8 weeks, 2 months, that's crazy, as if he had like a full off season. Something like, obviously, when you're ill, it's something you can't control, but if something like that happens, you can't pump up, what happens to your body is your weaker body parts pretty much goes to shit. Your strong body parts stay there, but your weakness, for example, with me, it would be my legs, they'd get smaller, they'd look even worse if you can't fill out, if you get ill. But now he's 100%, he's feeling good, I can see he's ready, like this is the best it's ever been, and everything is full, everything is bursting, and that's what we want to present. Alright, as you guys know, Rob did this prep for Alicante in Dubai, simply because he thought, being a professional athlete, you shouldn't have any obstacles, any stress outside, and him being a businessman, he has a lot of businesses outside of bodybuilding. He's not just like most guys, are just like, they're just bodybuilders. All their life is surrounded by bodybuilding. So there's not much stress going from outside. He's got kids, he's got two lovely kids, he's got a wife, a burger place, he's got dogs, everything. So obviously something can go wrong any day, and that's stress. And as we know in bodybuilding, stress is a very, something that needs to be controlled. And if there's too much stress, it'll show in your physique. So that's why he went down to Dubai and he thought that's the only way. But then when he came back, he thought, let's give this a try. Let's stay at home. It will be stressful, but we'll be able to manage it. And proof is in the pudding. You will guys see what it looks like on stage. That it's doable at home. You gotta remember, it's all there. Bodybuilding, yeah, it's about training, yeah, it's about nutrition and eating food, but most part is about the people that are around you and how strong you are mentally. If you're strong mentally, you'll go far in bodybuilding. And he's one of the most hardworking, mentally strongest people I've ever met. Like, I look up to him. Obviously, he's like my brother. He's a best friend, but I also look up to him as like a mentor, somebody I strive to be like. Obviously, I don't want to be him, but there's so many good things that I can take away from him that will help me in whatever I do. It don't have to be bodybuilding, but obviously I want to be a bodybuilder myself, a good one.
Have you seen much of a difference in his physique from Alicante?
As to seeing a difference, see, I didn't see him every day then. All I saw was checking photos. So as to seeing him now, he sends me checking photos every morning, seeing his... I don't see change like I did when I saw him in Alicante, because it's not in front of you or day in, day out. So as for changes, I see it now loads bigger, absolute loads bigger when we come to end. But the in-between bit has been a bit of a blur. So yeah, but he's doing really well. It looks loads better than Alicante. Obviously, we're poorly than Alicante towards the end.
And how are you finding this trip away from the little ones?
Oh, it's always hard because I know he'd like him here, but me as a parent, I've got to be all them. So when I want to be all Rob, it's hard for me to do both. So I want to be all Rob this trip rather than eyes on kids and then back to Rob and eyes on kids. You need eyes in your ass if you're a wife or a bodybuilder. Let's just be honest.
So what do you feel Rob's next move will be after the show?
That's a funny question because I know what Rob will do, and he just literally pushes his centre limit. Seeing him like just on a night with his weight pack on his shoulder and after gym, like saying, "Fucking hell, my shoulders hurting," blah blah blah, and then he just pushes his centre again and again and again. And if he'll keep going, I don't want him to cause any damage, and me being me, I want him to rest out, see how his shoulder feels after gaining a few pounds, lubricating the joint, just get his shoulder fixed and then he can go again. But we'll just see, whatever he wants to do, I'm with him and I'll massage his shoulder and blah blah blah. But yeah, let's just see what Rob wants to do.
Move your ear in the light. I can see, I know.
Is it?